Hey friends, how's it going? It's a nice cloudy but yet warm fall day here. Still getting my voice back, but I'm here for you guys. I get asked this all the time. You guys were super interested in this Oregon chain grinder, and I've been asked, how do you use these things? How do they work? Any tips, tricks? Friends, just like filing, it takes some skill and technique to run these things properly, okay? If you overgrind or undergrind or overheat the tooth, all that stuff, get your angles wrong, guess what? The chain still won't cut, and you'll still be a frustrated person at the wood pile bucking with a chain that you got to push hard on that isn't cutting. So I figured I'd do this video for you guys today. I'm going to bring you guys right in and just cut to the chase. Let's talk about, this is an Oregon model 511A chain grinder. I haven't even mounted it yet, friends. I don't even know what I'm going to do with it, whether I'm going to keep it or I already have one of these. It's a knockoff and I rarely use it. I might mount this one, but for the meantime, it's on this piece of wood. So I figured let's do some grinding outside. I'll bring you guys in, show you how to set this up and where to get your specs from. Okay, so the first thing is I have a loop of 325. I think it's VPX. It's old double raker chain. This is that chain I was running on the 44. We're going to touch it up. So first things first, I get asked this, what specs should I grind to, Tin Man? Well, go online and Google, this is an Oregon chain filing specs. They actually have a chart with all the numbers and facts on it for every chain. How do you know what chain you have? Well, this one's a 21, so I know the gauge of it. It's 21, and I just compared it with the pictures. Okay. Oregon is telling me 70 degrees, which is 70 degrees right there. You guys can see that. 70 degrees is my angle I'm coming in at. 10 degrees tilted. Okay, so you undo this knob here and tilt it forward. See, that's 0. This can be finicky. Sometimes it doesn't like to move easily, so you just undo it some more. Okay, that's 10 degrees, tilted back. And then 30 degrees is my cutting angle, okay? So see how that lines up with 30? Tighten this down. Same thing on the back. Okay, there's a knob on the back. I'll show you guys here. Okay, there's a knob here on the back to adjust your angle you're coming in at, okay? So that's the simple part. So once you get your chain specs, then what? Well, make sure your chain's fairly clean. I usually just take a rag or piece of paper towel and I'll wipe each tooth down because you don't want to get these wheels dirty or they will smoke the chain. If you've overground a chain, you'll know it real fast. It'll be so hard when you go to sharpen it in the field that you'll wish you never ground it. Been there a few times. Okay, the other way, if you're not sure, just set it up. If you like the way your chain's cutting, set up your grinder to kind of accurately reflect what's already going on there. Okay, now undo this eccentric. That's what holds your chain in. Okay, I like to make sure this stopper is in the middle of the tooth. Okay, and then turn this. As you turn it out, it pulls the chain back. Okay, grab the chain with your fingers and just kind of pull on it. Lock it in, okay? As you guys can see, hopefully you guys can see, there's a gap in between the wheel and the tooth, okay? Now I'm going to zoom you guys in so you can really see what's going on here, okay? Okay, so watch, I turn this on, it's not going to do anything. I also have to make sure that I'm not grinding the bottom plate. Okay, see how it's not touching? So I'm just going to eyeball this. Okay, our depth should be about good. I'm going to give it a little more depth with this unit right here. If you turn it back, it lets it go further, okay? Now, let's see if we can get this on film. Okay, so again, make sure the tooth is clean. Okay. Now, of course, I don't have this unit mounted. It's just a spare for now. Okay, put this down. Look, it's not touching. Okay. So what do? Undo my eccentric, okay? Turn this in just a hair. Pull tension back on the chain, tighten the eccentric back down. Okay, now if your chains are all different lengths, oh, we're just barely touching. If your chains are all different lengths, friends, you're gonna have to do this for every tooth. That's one of the reasons I don't grind that often, because it takes longer for me. Okay, there you go. I'll zoom you guys right on that tooth. Okay, now look, I'm barely touching it. Straight in and out quickly. Slowly going deeper and deeper until you hit the stop. Okay, now friends, that tooth better not get hot, okay? If this tooth is hot right now, we got a problem. If you overheat the tooth, you will not be able to file it in the field. Now let's see what that tooth looks like. Okay, there's our crown tooth. I'm gonna hit it a little bit more, which means I gotta move it forward towards the tooth. And so I've loosened the eccentric off. Now watch, I'm just gonna turn this in just a hair. Okay, let's see what that gets us. Now friends, this is the wheel that's in this unit. This wheel might be a little small, even though I'm using 325. I feel like this wheel might be a little small, so you have to have different size wheels, just like different size files. But I'm gonna go and hit a couple more teeth just to show you guys. Okay, so same thing. Loosen off the eccentric, pull it forward, put it against the stop, come down. Now let's see. This tooth is longer than the last one, so I'm going to back this up maybe a quarter turn. Okay, there you go. It's nice and sharp now. Okay, same thing. So once you kind of get a rhythm going, as long as none of your teeth are super long. Okay, I'll bring you guys back in for this tooth. Okay, and again, tooth isn't hot. You don't even want them to get warm. You're just barely skimming the tip. Okay, same thing, loosen the eccentric, pull it forward, pull your stop close to it, or pull it into the stop, bring it in. Okay, same thing, pull it forward. Once you get this going, like I said, as long as none of your teeth are like horribly short or horribly long. Okay, now I am not getting a good grind on this chain, but I'm just using this chain to show you guys. Okay. This chain has been hand filed by me. It is sharp though. Okay, pull it forward, shunk, stop. Now again, friends, I am barely touching that tooth. Okay, pull it forward. stop it. There we go. Now this is an easy chain to grind. It's small. Most of the teeth are the same length. It's my problem with these. If you have a chain that's been rocked, then you got 6-8 teeth that are really short, you're gonna have to set your grinder up twice. See, now I have a tooth that's way too long. There, you guys see that? See that? So now, undo it. Undo the eccentric, pull it back a hair, and then go in. There you go. I'm gonna move it just a little bit forward. There we go. Okay friends, now I'm gonna do the rest of the cutters and I'll throw this thing back on and let's see if this thing cuts. Okay friends, Husqvarna 44. That was fast, I will say. Okay, I'd say that cuts, friends. Friends, so there you go. Don't get me wrong, I do have grinders. I just don't use them very often because that cut okay, but my hand files are sharper, friends. They just are. One thing nice about a grinder, if you have trouble with convex or concave cutters, you can, a grinder's straight. As long as you hit the whole tooth, it's straight. Your chains will probably stay sharper longer with a grinder if you're newer to filing. But to me, friends, when I only used to grind, my filing was horrible. If I hit something in the field, either I had to put a new chain on or I had to grab another saw. So I just really focused on my filing, and now my filing is faster than my grinds. So, but anyways, friends, Oregon 511A grinder, I believe that one is. It's a nice grinder. It's definitely nicer than my offshore knockoff that I've been using for years. The one I have is labeled Timber Tough. Oh, there they are. Timber Tough. It's got way more slop. That one's way more precise. So anyhow, friends, we'll probably do some more grinding videos. I got to get a bigger wheel for that. That wheel is for 325. I need a 3/8 wheel. So, but anyhow, friends, there you go. You guys asked about the grinder. That's how you use them. The other side is just the opposite. Turn it this way. Turn the cutter or turn the vise this way and angle it back 10 degrees back and do the same thing. So anyhow, friends, thanks for watching. Take her easy. Later.